last night I had a dream that we had podcast guests.
Who's got their...
I had a dream that we had a podcast scheduled with these guests, and our assistant Abigail texted all of us, and she said, "Hey, the Cowboys are going to be here tonight for the podcast episode." Now,
yeah, we're ready, and then we want to hear Harper's.
Okay. Well, Abigail had texted us and said, "Hey, the podcast is scheduled. The Cowboys are going to be there tonight for the podcast episode."
Wait, when you say Cowboys, are you thinking like cowboy on a horse or like Dallas Cowboys?
No, cowboy on a horse. Like they were pulling up with their cowboy hat.
I don't even know what would be scarier at 4 a.m. in the middle of the night. Just a Dallas Cowboy full uniform, or just a cowboy with like on a horse.
Anyways,
He's on a horse in your living room. That's not good.
So Abigail texts us and she said they'll be here soon. We get a text from the Cowboys and they say we've arrived. I'm like, all right, I guess.
It does sound like she's talking about the football team.
It does.
Well, and so I'm like, all right, I'm going to let them in. It's 11 o'clock at night. In my dream, we're filming a podcast at almost midnight for some reason with guests at that. I go to our front door. We have a glass front door in my dream. And it's not Cowboys. It's a group of these like 4 16-year-old boys. And they are throwing mud and dirt and spitting on our front door. And they keep putting water in their mouth and they keep spitting at our front door.
That's mad disrespectful.
And it was so weird.
Would get them under
and
control.
they had like convinced Abigail that they were these Cowboys and they needed to come on our podcast, so she gave them our address. So they show up to our house. Cash and Mav go to the front door to see what the commotion's about because I never opened the door because these guys were like cracked.
Please tell me we spit back.
And finally I wake up. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm out of breath.
In real life?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
out of breath. My heart is beating so fast. And every single night, this is a key part in the story. Every single night, Stella sleeps in Maverick and Kinsey's room and Honey sleeps in our room. The last night, we put the dogs in the crate together. So usually they're not in the crate. And I forgot that they were in the crate. And right when I woke up, one of them is like banging the dog crate. And it's the middle of the night. And I'm like, someone's in our house. I was convinced. I was like, I just had this dream. And I was like, the Lord woke me up because I needed to know that someone was in our house. And I remember thinking that. I was like, God woke me up right now because someone's in our house. And I was so confused. Like the dogs kept hitting the crate. And then I finally rolled over to Cash. I was like, I'm so scared someone's in here. And then I couldn't stop thinking about this one like really famous like murder story and how the guy like broke into the house and killed everyone. And I was just like, he might be in my house right now.